isa-isahin na po natin yung sagot ng House Prosecution Team dito sa answer ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Okay? So, yun muna yung tawag dito. Niraise na naman niya yung narration sa Supreme Court, di ba? This violates the one-year ban.
Alam mo yung 1-year ban, tignan natin yung 1-year ban because first they are saying they're blaming the Secretary General, no, for saying that he abused his discretion by not referring it to the Committee on Justice, to the plenary, to the Speaker who would have referred it to the plenary, who should have referred it to the Justice Committee, no. Pero tingnan natin ang 1-year ban. The requirement, kasi dalawa yan, no? Balikan natin, kasi paulit-ulit na yung 1-year ban na yan. There are really two modes sa Christian. Ano? Alam naman natin yan. Yung 3 impeachment complaints, the 3 earlier complaints were filed by civil society and endorsed by members of the House. No? The 3 impeachment complaint. That's one mode. The second mode is yung direct filing, direct ng 1/3 vote of the House. Sa first mode na yan, tignan natin yung requirement kasi ang sinasite, misleading na naman ang sinasite ng VP Sara and her team. No? Ang sinasite nila is the wrong rule. The wrong rule that says that when you file a complaint, binibilang na yan as one impeachment complaint. No, the rule that decided is wrong because, well, first of all, this impeachment complaint now pending in the Senate is not filed under that rule. No? Sinasite nila Rule 3. Ang ang rule dito is yung direct filing ng 1/3 of the House. Now, yung rule na sinasite nila, mali rin sila because ang operative word there is and referred. Filed, verified. Ibig sabihin, may complaint, verified means signed under oath by the complainants, and, may and yun, hindi or, and referred to the Committee on Justice. That makes it a complete impeachment complaint that will bar future complaints. No? Ang nangyari dyan, verified. May final at verified by the complainants, but hindi nangyari yung second requirement, which is and referred to the Committee on Justice. So it did not operate as a complete impeachment complaint because hindi na-refer sa Committee on Justice.
Clarify ko lang. So meron discretion yung SecGen tsaka yung House na hindi mo na-refer despite the number of days required under the House rules. Ganun po ba yun?
No, there is no discretion because, well, there is no, ang sinasabi nila is the Secretary General violated the rules when he did not immediately, ang sinasite nila yung immediately refer it to give it to the Speaker. Pero pag binasa natin, in fact, we did some computation here, klarong-klaro. Even if, assuming arguendo, assuming na merong ng period, no? Yung period from the Secretary General to the Speaker, walang period yon. It just says immediately. So immediately can be interpreted the same way that the Senate forthwith. Anong interpretation ng Senate sa forthwith nila? Ang dami dalang interpretation sa forthwith. Yung immediately ng SecGen to the Speaker, walang period dyan. Ang may period, Christian, yung 10 days. That it must be calendared within 10 session days. That has happened. In all the impeachment in the 3 earlier impeachment complaints, it was calendared, it was referred to plenary within the 10-day period. Ang deliberately confusing statement ng VP Sara and her team is hindi yan na-calendar. But precisely deliberate ang deception kasi iba ang ibig sabihin ng calendar days at session days. Ang sinasabi sa House Rule, 10 session days. Pag tinignan natin yung calendar, and I have a graph here, yung first impeachment complaint, it was endorsed by Representative Sendanya, was filed on December 2, 2024. Filed. Not referred to the Justice Committee, filed. Walang session doon. there was no
Mm.
session day on December 2. The second impeachment complaint was filed by was endorsed by Representative Castro, Brosas, and Manuel. This was filed on December 4, 2024. Uh, the calendar days are December 3 to 4, referred to uh, Congress. No? So, session under Congress session number 27. Kasi naku-confuse sila sa calendar days. There could be several calendar days, but it's counted as one session day.
Mm.
So pag tiningnan natin yung first, second, and third, like the third was filed on December 19, calendar day 16 to 18, third session day yon. So lahat ng session days from December 2 to February 5 were exactly 10 calendar days if you count the three impeachment complaints. So yung sinasabi nila is really patently misleading. Sinasabi nila na yung three impeachment complaints ay hindi refer to the plenary within 10 session days.
Mm.
Ang deliberate deception nila is hindi session days ang biniling nila. Calendar days ang binilang nila. And if you count the session days, there's exactly 10 session days. So walang violation of the days to refer to the plenary. The fourth naman, which is really the direct filing, did not have to be referred to the plenary because
Mm.
precisely that is the second mode under a different rule, which is not the rule that is cited. Pag one-third yan, wala nang referral to the plenary, wala nang referral to the Committee on Justice.
Okay, sige. Tapos yung isa pang procedural issue that they raised, yung anong sasagutin ko ay binalik niyo articles of impeachment. Anong tugon po ng team ninyo doon?
Again, that is patently misleading, no? Hindi naman binalik ang articles of impeachment. As a matter of fact, klarong-klaro yung resolution ng Senate, no, was qualified by the phrase without dismissing or terminating the impeachment proceedings. So there is an impeachment complaint. If they're referring to a physical impeachment copy, there are many copies na marami namang kopya na ng impeachment articles, ano.
Mm.
If you're talking about literal, there are many articles. How else were they able to file their answer ad cautelam if they did not have a copy of the articles of impeachment? And already this has been moot and academic by the issuance of the impeachment court, of the summons and their requirement to file an answer within 10 non-extendable days from receipt of the summons. So, ano yung sinagot nila pag hindi sila binigyan ng articles of impeachment? At saka, ano yung refer ng Senate sa Justice Committee nila kung walang articles of impeachment? So, obviously, um, to quote to quote Sarah when she in her public pronouncements against certain people, stupid. It is an argument not befitting of a lawyer, the highest elected lawyer, misrepresenting to the impeachment court that there is no articles of impeachment. So yun ang dapat tignan natin.
Ano ba po yung yung ibang sagot ng House Prosecution Team doon sa sa kanyang tugon?
Tapos sinasabi niya na she was denied due process.
Yeah.
She was denied due process daw because when the three impeachment complaints were filed, hindi naman siya sinamon to present her case. Precisely, dalawa nga ang requirement dyan sa the under the first mode, no, when it is filed by a private complainant and endorsed by the House, it is verified and referred. So there was no referral to the Committee on Justice. So obviously the Justice Committee of the House could not call for a hearing. And since there was no hearing, there was no need to present evidence before the Committee on Justice. That again was preempted by the second mode of filing, which is the direct filing. So, pag sinabi niyang I was denied due process, there was no committee hearing where she was not invited and where she was not allowed to present her evidence because hindi nga na-refer. to the Committee on Justice.
Diretso na.
Diretso na yung direct filing. Tapos, she's also saying in her motion to dismiss na the Senate, the in line with her due process, no, uh, calling for due process, she's saying that the Senate is a criminal court and
Mhm.
therefore should be very strict in favor of the rights of the accused. No, again, that is clearly. I mean, everybody knows the sui generis. No, everybody knows what it is. So to say is an elementary flaw in her line of thinking. She's saying impeachment court yan, which is wrong. No? That was one of her grounds in the impeachment in her motion to dismiss, in her defenses to the impeachment complaint. She's also saying na wala naman laman yung articles of impeachment na yan because you did not state, puro yung articles, the 7 articles daw did not state the ultimate facts, no?
Mm.
Uh, she doesn't seem to understand the meaning of ultimate facts. And that kasi puro daw ang dami-dami daw sinasabing articles of impeachment na dapat as a matter of evidence na yan, na wala namang ultimate facts. Again, that betrays ignorance of the law because amended na ang rules of procedure in cases. No? When you file a complaint, you not only state the ultimate facts, you state evidentiary facts as well. No? So sabi niya, uh, mali na naman ang public prosecutors. And then she's saying, pati yung online video ng yung article 1, ano? Yung
Yung nagwala
article,
siya.
yung nagwala siya because of she gave grave threats and hired an assassin. Sabi niya, how can you base? This is evidence. That's not an ultimate fact. It's a matter of evidence. How can you base your article 1 on that? But in the same answer ad cautelam, she is saying grave abuse of the Secretary General of the House, citing an interview of Secretary General of the House Velasco with
Reginald Velasco yata.
Karen Davila. Yun ang basis nila for saying hindi nag-comply with the one year bar rule. An interview with Karen Davila. How is that possible that she can cite an interview of a person that is hearsay when her own interview coming from her own mouth is used as evidence against her? That is not hearsay. That is direct, to quote, from the horse's mouth. So, ang dami-dami ng misleading statements dyan. Ano? And the other thing, that the last thing she says, no, as a prefatory statement, is that the Senate is functus officius. Wala nang
Mm.
life ang Senate, nag-end na yan. Ano? And she's arguing, again, wrongly citing a case, wrongly citing the Palad case, that the Senate is not a continuing body. Wala nang Senate na pag-usapan natin, so dissolve na kayo. But you're talking here is the Senate as an institution. And matagal na natin sinasabi na the Senate is a continuing body. The House is not. The House is
Mm.
not. It ends with every election. But the Senate is. You elect, kasi continuing yan. No? You elect some whose terms have ended. You continue with their terms for those whose terms have not ended. But what is clearly a continuing process is the impeachment court. Regardless of the argument na the Senate is functus officius, mali na naman yun. So,
Oh,
deliberately misleading.